We have Meta, previously known as Facebook, now implementing digital collectibles on Instagram. Drop a like on the video if you like the video, and be sure to subscribe. Now, coming at you a little bit late here, so we will have to try to fly through this. Yesterday's video is a tad behind, so do apologize here. It would appear we're looking at XLM under the influence of bearish robos. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt continues to shake everyone out, and we have been patiently waiting for the end of this downside ever since bearish robos were confirmed back throughout the beginning of April, and we've been saved from a crippling 33% in downside that has followed. With resistance confirmed overhead, we are waiting for further interaction towards support and the return of bullish robos here, and we will need price action to see itself above this descending trend line as well. We will invest 20% at my support level. So far down below 11 cents, 0.1185 is going to be the strongest horizontal level. We anticipate continued interaction toward 17 cents, 0.1759 overhead is currently resistance ever since the 6th of May. So if daily candles get back above that level and confirm it as support, you can use that as your 20% support-based investment level, whichever one comes first, 11 cents or 17 cents. 50% can be invested when two of our chosen three robos become bullish again. So we are looking for an instance perhaps similar to the end of July here, where the buy 2 and buy 4 allowed us to experience 64% in upside. We have another instance with the buy 2 and buy 4 allowing us to experience 39% in gains. And we even have bearish robos back in November of last year, saving us from a 50% correction that followed. And that remaining 30% will be invested when daily candles find themselves opening and closing above this descending solid trend line. So we always trade more tactically with the strategy. We go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo. Let me know down below your thoughts on XLM though. Zark Muckerberg, CEO of Facebook's parent company Meta, said that the company is starting to test digital collectibles on photo and video sharing platform Instagram this week, signaling a move toward non-fungible tokens. The move would seemingly allow Instagram users to display NFTs as their profile picture, similar to Twitter first announcing this back in September of 2021, rolling out iOS support for NFT hexagonal avatars in January. Reddit said shortly after Twitter's NFT rollout that it would be testing the tokens as profile pictures on its platform, while content subscription service app OnlyFans has offered NFT profile pictures since December of last year. A report reported that Instagram had roughly 1.5 billion users globally as of January of 2022, roughly half of Facebook's 2.9 billion users. Many prominent users in the crypto space already have accounts with the photo and video sharing platform, which some hackers have taken advantage of. Another report reported in April that bad actors breached Bored Ape Yacht Club's Instagram page and shared links to a fake airdrop with the project's more than 600,000 followers. So we always got to be careful for what's real and what's not here in the crypto sphere. But in my opinion, this is just increased exposure, increased adoption, and increased use case and implementation of blockchain technologies, whether it be Web3, NFTs, the metaverse. Digital assets are just making some big strides here still. All the reasons why I find it very difficult to be bearish on the crypto sector entirely. In my opinion, I do believe this is just a necessary phase of sideways that we need to undergo before we can continue our euphoric trend upward here towards some very euphoric six-figure levels. But find this article in the description. Looking at Bitcoin here, it would appear we have fallen beneath my support level. Never fear. We go with the flow of the confirmations. So based on resistance confirmed at $34,655 per Bitcoin, we are to reduce our support-based investment ratio and get ready to reinvest it at the next significant support level. So we were anticipating interaction toward, $29,000 per Bitcoin. We've been mentioning in the last few analysis videos here. And so right now, I personally am anticipating price action similar to May of last year, where we did experience some sideways beneath 34,655, yet above the $28,600 level that we have kind of visualized just down below. So I do anticipate some highly volatile sideways price action. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is still here, shaking any and everybody out, though increased institutional activity in the space does suggest, in my opinion, an overall longer-term uptrend intact, though the immediate short term here does suggest continued, downside or sideways volatility. We always go with the flow of crypto. We're not afraid of any situation because we always wait for the confirmations. So we are just patiently waiting for the return of bullish robos here. We're looking for an instance similar to the end of July of last year, where bullish robo advisors saw up to 50% in gains following bullish confirmations. And we have another instance of upside after bullish robos throughout October as well. We even have bearish parameters saving us back in November of last year from the crippling correction that followed. We experienced a dramatic 42% in downside over the following months after the sell for and HE double hockey sticks was confirmed back in November. Even more recently, though, as we mentioned, the bearish parameters met in April have saved us from this most recent roughly 30% correction that has followed. But in my opinion, this is all a healthy, necessary evil we must undergo for us to reach the six-figure level is still to be interacted with, in my opinion, before any sort of market top is to be considered. Here we have price action, plowing into the fear zone. Last time we came from the fear zone was all the way back in 2020. Bitcoin proceeded to experience 10x in gains, and we have yet to see that FOMO zone, which is still hovering near $184,000 per Bitcoin. That is going to be a far more reasonable market top if you are looking for one. We use the Fear and Greed Index here to determine longer-term entries and exits for Bitcoin. At the moment, with price action interacting with the fear zone, this does suggest a range of prices to be accumulating Bitcoin in the longer term here. I personally do anticipate still interaction with that FOMO zone, and with price action here in the fear zone, I find it very difficult to be bearish at this time, as you want to be accumulating during times of extreme fear, and you want to be heavily considering taking profit when the market is overly greedy and is afraid of missing out on continued gains. Sadly, they have, because someone has to buy the top, and I suspect those that are panic selling currently will be the same ones, panic buying the top near this euphoric, potentially $200,000 level. Though we always go with the flow of crypto, the more sideways and downside we experience before we get to that euphoric six-figure upcoming top, I do believe the healthier the uptrend will be after experiencing, 10x in gains, and still, in my opinion, a very short amount of time, like a year or two of sideways is to be expected before we can continue our way upward, because nothing goes up forever. What goes up must come down, even though if it's only briefly. Thank you so much for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.